Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel techCodio. My name is Bharat Kumar. I'm a computer science engineer and aspirant data scientist. So in this particular video, I'm going to talk about type conversions, like converting integer to the float, float to the integer, and if I have a value of float in the form of integer, in the form of string, I can convert it to the float as well as into the int. So I'm going to discuss type conversions in this video. So kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell icon for the latest updates. So let's get into the video. Welcome to the course. It is part 2.3 in this Python series. So let's have a look at agenda. We'll begin with the concept what is type conversion and then see types of type conversion, and finally we end up the lecture with the logical question. Right, in previous video I talked about data types, so kindly go and check it out. I'll leave a link in the I box also, so kindly check it out. So now let me discuss about implicit type conversion. So let's have a look at definition. In implicit type conversion of data type in Python, the Python interpreter automatically convert one data type to another data without any user involvement, right? So here what is happening means, so for the variable x I passed a value 10. So when I run the code, it will go to the interpreter and it will convert into the integer, because here you can see that there is no user involvement. So I'm not giving any specific keyword that it is an integer or it is a float. So when I pass a value, it will automatically go to the interpreter and it will convert into the specific data type. So here I passed a value integer. So interpreter will check that what is the type of data. If it is integer, it will convert into the integer. So right, it is converted into the integer. So here for the variable x I passed a value 10, and for the y I passed a value float, and for z equal to I'm adding two values. You can see that I'm printing this line to x is of type integer. I did not specify it is an integer or it is a float. So when the data is allocated to the variable, it will go to the interpreter and it will convert it to the specific data type, and it is giving as a result integer. And then for the second one, y, it is giving float, right? And for the z, I'm adding two numbers, integer and float. It is giving the float data. So this is the concept behind implicit type conversion. You don't need to specify the type of data. It will automatically convert itself when it goes to the interpreter. It will automatically convert by the interpreter. Now we have explicit type conversion. You can see that in the definition of implicit type conversion, there is no user involvement, right? Without user involvement. But in this type conversion, we are manually converting one type of data to the another type of data, right? Let's see the definition. In explicit type conversion in Python, the data type is manually changed by the user as per the requirement with explicit type conversion. So in this type conversion, I'm going to discuss about int function, float function, complex function, string function, char function, odd function, and then we have some more type conversions like list, tuple, set, dictionary. I'm not going to discuss these concepts in this video because it is a basic Python. I'm going to discuss in the advanced Python. So first up we have integer. So what this function do means, it converts any integer or float to the integer. Here you can see that I have a float value. I want to convert into the integer. So it will remove the decimal point 2 and it will convert to the only integer. So here var equal to I have 10.9, but I want only 10. I don't want this 0.9 value. So let's check var1 equal to int of var, and then let's print var1. It is giving 10. The 0.9 is removed. Now let me check the type of var1. It is giving integer. It is very simple, float. By this float you can convert floater into the float values, and as well as you can convert string to the float also. Now let's see the example. So here I'm taking a variable a equal to 4 point only 4, right? So now for the variable b I want to convert into the float a. Let me print it. It is giving 0.0, means it is converted to the float. Type of b equal to type of b. It is giving float, right? So if I have a string value, str variable equal to string value 10.9. So I want to convert into the float. str1 equal to float of str1, only str, not one. Sorry guys, it's a spelling mistake. It is converted to the float. Now let me check the type of string one. It is float. So by using, so let me change this definition. You can convert any float, string, or into the float, right? So if I have a string value a equal to 3, let me check whether it is going to convert into the int or not. It is converting into the int also. So here also I have to change the definition. Convert any int float string to the int, right? It is about the float. Next up we have complex functions. In previous video I talked about complex. Generally the complex contains real value and imaginary value, right? It converts any complex float, integer and string to the complex value. So now I want to convert into the complex. I have int value 10 and then I want to convert into the complex. Complex into value a. It is converting into the complex. So this a value goes to the complex and this a value is comes under the real value, and by default the imaginary part it will consider as a 0 because we are not passing any imaginary value, we are passing only the real value, right? Let me check the type of this. It is given complex, right? Now I want to pass float data to the complex. Complex b. Yeah. So here you can see that I passed a value 6.7. It will goes to the complex function and it will consider as a real value. By default imaginary value will give 0, right? Now I want to pass the string value, string of 4.0, complex c. So first here I passed the value string 4.0. It will goes to the complex function and it will convert to the integer and then it will gives the complex data. So what if I pass a character in this variable d? Let me check whether it is going to convert or not. Yeah, it is not converting because it is a character. In the string we have any numbers like integer, float or complex. We can convert into the integer, float and complex. But if you have a character in the string, you can't convert to the integer, float or complex, right? Note this point. 4.0. It is converting to the complex. So now we have string. It converts any number, float, integer, string or complex to the string. Here you can see that. Let me give you some examples. I have integer value 7. I want to convert it to the string. Str for the string function. Now I'm passing a. Now you can see that it is converted to the string. Now let me check the type of string. It is given str as a string. Now I want to pass a float data 4.6.7 str equal to b. It is converted into the string and then type of b equal to type of b. It is given string. And you can convert complex to the integer also, complex to the string also. 4 place 5j str c. Yeah, you can see that it is converted to the string. Type of c string, right? Now we have CHR function. When I pass a number, it will give the corresponding ASCII character. So if you pass a number to this CHR function, it will give me a ASCII character according to the corresponding number. So let's see the definition of ASCII. ASCII means American Standard Code for Information Interchange. So you can see that if you pass a number 65, it will give me the corresponding ASCII character. It is giving A, right? So for the number 65 to 90, it will give the capital A to Z, right? So now let me check the type of this char. It will give the string, right? So I want to print the character for the Z, CHR of 90. It is giving Z. So for smaller case letters, we have 97 to 122. A to Z, small a to Z. So now, if I pass a number 90, 97, it will give me the small a. If I pass a 122, it will give me the small z, right? When you pass a number to the CHR function, it will convert into the ASCII character according to the number you have given. I want to show you the documentation of ASCII. Here you can see that these are the ASCII numbers. You can see that. I've said, for the 65 we are getting the value as A, right? Try to practice all these ASCII numbers in the CHR function, right? Now we have odd function. It is reversed to the CHR function. When you pass a ASCII character, it will convert into the specific number. So here you can see that I'm passing capital A. It is converting into the specific number 65. So for small a, it is converting 97. For this symbol, open parenthesis, only open parenthesis, it is giving 40, right? Yeah, it is the concept behind CHR and odd function. Now let's see logical questions. What is the output of code complex of Python? So guys, take a pause here and try to answer this question. Now let me check it. Complex of Python. It is giving error. As I told you in this complex function, if you pass a string character to the complex, it will give the value error. So option B, value error. Now we have second question. Which function is used to give ASCII value when I pass a number? Take a pause here and try to choose the option. So let me check the option CHR 65. It is giving me error because I've given C as a capital, but you have to give C as a smaller case. CHR 65. Yeah. Option A is correct.